Hello and welcome. Today I'm testing out my Team Rally Triton. This is only the second ever run, but the first run as a brushless truck, now that it sports the 4600 kV Castle Creations brushless system and a 2S LiPo. I'm in Ladybank, we'll try it out. This truck is not standard. I did do a video showing several modifications, so you can watch that if you like. I'll put a link below. And yeah, just ready to go. The only thing I've done since that video is I've serviced all 4 shock absorbers to give them even damping because they weren't all even. The instruction manual recommends the equivalent of lossy TLR 80 weights, which is what I've used. Seems a bit too stiff. The shocks just seem a little bit too overly damped and a bit too slow to react. However, Team Rally know what they're doing and they know more than me, so we'll try that. My gut feeling is 55 or 60 weight would have been better, but we will try it. Let's get bashing. Right then, let's get the worst thing over and done with right at the start. I lost a bloody body clip. I hate losing body clips. I hate having mismatched body clips, so hopefully I'll have some to replace it. I'm actually really surprised that's all, well, so far that's all that's wrong, because it took some really, really bad tumbles. Mostly because this thing is an utter bitch to drive. An utter bitch. It was monstrous. I know it was a monster truck, but it was monstrous. It was horrible to drive. Because, well, several reasons. First of all, I think, yes, Corrali, I think your 80 weight is too thick. It's too thick. The suspension wasn't absorbing bumps. That's how slow it reacts. It was more sort of jarring over bumps rather than it was absorbing it. I think you need to go considerably softer on the oil there. And also, it's way too, you've probably seen that, way too low geared. I mean, it was constantly, even when you're almost at full throttle, it's constantly trying to accelerate. I had to go up at least 2 teeth, maybe 3 teeth on the pinion and see where we're at after that, because it was, yeah, it was such a bitch. Even, you know, just waving at you constantly. My wheelie bar mods that stayed together really well, and it took some really major hits. I can't jump it. I cannot jump it for the life of me. Partially because, again, it's way too aggressive. So if you try and line up for a jump, give it a squirt of throttle, it's on its back wheels, and then, you know, it doesn't jump right because it leaves the ramp on the back wheels, or it hits the wheelie bar off the ramp or whatever. So that's a problem. So you've got to be well off throttle way before you actually take a jump, and it sort of glide over slowly. It's kind of rubbish. So hopefully the gearing will help with that, and also the suspension, because that's touring car, race touring car stiff. That's too stiff. I'm going to back that right off. The bumper really works. The bumper absorbed so much there, so much, and it took some nasty turns, tumbles at all sorts of angles. Nothing's broken on it. So as a basher, it's incredibly tough. I mean, my jump shot would have broken, my high roller would have broken, even my pro line might have broken with the funny angles this was landing at. Yeah. Very tough, although there's something I miss here. I don't know what it is. I think the wheel nut just might have worked its way loose, but we better check it. So, the wheel nut was loose, so we'll see what happens. What's below here? Any horrors? Talking about horrors, servo saver. Even with the mod I did, servo saver is garbage. It's so bad. I don't know if I'll modify the servo saver again. I might, but I'm not sure, because it's a basher, and you know, it doesn't really matter much. There was a lot of movement in this, you see. Now, is that a crack or a mold line? Mold line. It's a mold line, thank goodness. I think it was, honestly, I think it was just the wheel was a bit loose, because the wheel nut had worked its way loose a bit. I'll crank it up more this time, see if it fixes itself. But yeah, nothing broken at all, despite everything. But an absolute pig to drive. It will need modification, so for next time, lighter shock oil. I know what Corrali said, but I disagree. Lower gearing. It definitely needs a lower gearing. And also, slight adjustment on my wheelie bar links, because I think one wheelie wheel on the wheelie bar, one of these, is touching the ground just before the other one, I think. So shorten one link, try and bring it in a little bit more. But yeah, overall it's looking good. If I can just get it driving right. One of the major reasons why it's such a pig to drive is it's got such a short wheelbase, and obviously the power the system puts out. But I can surely get a lot better drivability than I'm currently getting. So that's what we'll work on. In the meantime, take care of yourselves. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon. Bye bye.